This shows you where you are. Location, okay, maybe the location.
Okay.
Still not. So the operational. What you're going to be doing. If you search
L'abbiamo we have to do for later.
Yes. What do you do?
Nothing for me.
That's important. It depends on based on my feelings. Just really comes from here. So this like to know the radio. I don't want to know.
Transport makes up of it. These roads are
Here's the, we are speaking about the election of the we should be on that. I mean, I told you, there come here, I'm here well as well. No, later. Just something about this. Trying to work here. Right. Let's listen up. I've been round and asked the 3 first level groups, what are they going to do with all the people there? 2 of the groups, I'm not going to name who they are, said they're going to evacuate them. So that's an evacuation of 65,000 people. That would be interesting. And 1 group said no shelter in place. But joking apart, you're never going to evacuate them. They've got to stay where they are. The important part here is how you get that message across. And everybody says, oh, well, it's easy, use media, you push it on Facebook, phones, whatever. Except for my mother who doesn't even have a mobile phone. So you are going to have to actually do a lot more. Okay? Easily isolate, deny access. That's a simple one.
Yeah.
Okay? No problem at all. Prioritize the evacuation from the factory itself. Yeah, okay. I mean, the people that are right there, you've got to get them out. But everybody else, shelter in place. Okay? You're never going to actually perform evacuation. The problem with shelter in place is informing everybody that they need the shelter in place. And you cannot assume that everybody has access to digital media. Therefore, you're going to have to use the old-fashioned system of driving up and down streets with loud hail and saying, stay indoors, we are ordering you to stay indoors, shut the windows, turn off your AC, etc., etc. Remember, for first responders, you need to protect the people, establish control, monitor hazards, and particularly, which has already been said, hand over to CBRN. It's not really your role. You cannot stop this cloud. As a first responder, it's not going to happen. That cloud is going to go. You can monitor it, and that's why it's important we use our helicopter to monitor things. Okay? Risk communication, traffic control. Why is that important?
You limitate the access to the street.
Yeah.
And block noise control.
And if you look, there are instructions on which roads are going to be shut, which includes the exits from motorways, which is going to cause fun. Okay? Your coffee nice? Okay, so let's hit this one. So can we get the next inject out? Yeah, now you're back. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to give you that inject, but we're going to give you another one as well. Now, the number 5 only goes to second level, okay? So only second level needs this. Only second level needs number 5. You all get number 4. All right? Now, the reason only second level, this one, is pretty big. Exactly, thank you. You have to put the icons on there. There's motivation. There's madness in my motivation, motivation in my madness. Okay. I want the first level. I want the first level to put all their fire engine icons on the second level, except one. Just keep one fire engine, okay? Because we need as many first responder fire engines as we can get for this huge smoke. Okay. So basically, the first responders are going to give you all their fire engines except one. Okay. You get one. Okay. You get one. You get And you're giving your fire engine for any icons? Number, helicopter. Have you given up? Have you done this? Have you done the instruction? First level, place all fire engine icons. There. Read the instructions, please. Read it.
That's not
Only the first level gives the second level all their fire engines except one.
We don't know about first, I think.
So we use them all.
It's fine.
Read the instructions, please. Please give all your fire engine icons to a second level. Keep one. So keep one icon.
What should I write?
Don't see that.
What do you mean eject fire? I don't see it.
Because, yeah.
There's
no question to answer.
You should have
So I don't have to write it.
I should have fun. It's only second level. Okay. Put these icons on. All you need to get
We didn't get it.
No, it's not okay. You need to. There is fine. Here's the instructions, which is this location. Yes, top of this side. You have control of everything. First level have to be was here with o loro fanno il smaccamento, la cosa importante è che
Yeah, that's. We have to be. Shut down, but still. We have
Just for,
yeah.
not on the map.
I'll pull them out.
So,
I didn't realise this would put in so much trouble. I apologise. Right, what should happen is everybody should have inject 4, okay? I hope everyone's got inject 4. Only second level should have inject 5, which is just a picture. It's just this picture here.
Yeah.
Alcalá de Henares, beautiful place.
Yeah.
And the first responders must give to whichever second responder group they like. I don't care, doesn't matter. And you'll see why in a moment, I hope. The first responders must give all of their fire engine icons except one. They must keep one back. All the rest go to the second level. The second level, take your pretty picture of Alcalá de Henares, put on it all those fire engines you've received. Also put on it, second level, Seabear team, bomb squad, forensic team, helicopter and decon. All of these are the response to this incident. Okay? As I said, this was a real incident. It happened in Spain. And this is the actual response team that they put out there. They put this amount of material to it because they had to look after 65,000 people that were sheltering in place. When that is done, have the first responders done that? Yes? 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 Oui. They're done. Okay. Right. Something I forgot to tell you all, and I think some of you need it, is you can take a break whenever you like. I don't care when you take a break. These injects will continue to arrive on your desk. Okay? So think about how you want to send people to go and get a drink or have a coffee or whatever, because the work will continue. Okay? But if you want to go whenever you like. Okay? Now, second level, have you managed to get all these icons on there? Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes. We've got 2 out of 4. Now, while this is happening, first responders, think about what you have just done. You have supplied all of your fire engines except one to support this incident. Okay? You have 1 left. That's all you've got. Oh dear. Okay?
You need anything?
Yeah, we need this inject to the full level. No, that's done. That's done.
Hold on, Sam.
We need
Say.
that one. Okay. Inject 6. One. Yeah. It's new look. You've seen there's a question for second level now. Not for first level, which is a question for second level. So, start answering. Sorry. No, that's life. I'm not so good as you get used to Yeah, yes, you do that. Absolutely fine. But if you go for a coffee, you see, this is the way. Yeah. There's a ciabatta there. Yeah. Use that. It's fresh. No. It's really a total.
It's fine.
No, it's going to know because we see that there is people bonds maybe we have to ask for a larger as because if need accelerate about these games in the months.
Lo metto sopra, così lo funziona.
Quello è stato
Abbiamo capito
Così che si chiama
No, really, yeah. I don't know if in the next rewrite, recopy of. Yeah. Il mod, ok. Okay.
Well, I think that they are yes, they are. You see on
What about because advice to prepare for evaluation of the area also becomes a window, given the prediction that are
should say you got it.
the first area, then the child, given the development of the
There will be no evacuation.
evaluation, just to be prepared.
Advice.
Questa con la macchina. Sì, enorme. Sì.
I'm not
Ah, così può andare avanti da solo.
Okay, well, you were in the army, sure. I would suggest, given the results of the program, even that next year, the popular for the arrival of the planet. So I gave you But I wrote this. Make this might go wrong, and we have to work. Late and also we have to have important problems and then you need to have that these are it's my that's how I can be of course with the walls every president every what should I write? Accommodation prepared, problems. And also, I take a picture. Law enforcement.
For example, the highway can be done. I waste the prevents traffic jams. And I will continue my enforcement away. We'll keep it but there is no agreement. I should get enough.
Last time I was there, I just stayed at the shop for the quick order. So I went on getting the quick order, a lot of wine. I bought back 6 bottles. Stage 7? Yeah, just give them this, okay, and this goes together with this. Oh no, we're going to get the answer for that first. Okay. Let's do the answer to that. Okay. So, let's hear from some second level, shall we? Okay. You've had time to look at that lovely photo. Now, the pictures I gave you were very specific, and there was good reason to give them to you. So you've got all the information and you've got the photos. So what advice are you giving the decision maker in view of the information you have about the incident and particularly the photographs?
A lot of people have been.
That's interesting. I'm trying to get someone over there to give me an answer. Who's the spake person?
We have that multiple prevention.
Yeah. Let's do thinking.
I don't know. So I'll speak. So,
No, please can you use it because other people are listening.
Yeah.
That's the point.
so our team actually,
We have a microphone that amplifies.
okay. So first point for us, the crucial advice is to create pathways for rescue personnel to actually be able to get to the scene and off the scene for ambulance and such a thing, because there's a huge grid blocks at the moment, and A2, M300, and all of the railways are blocked. So that's our first advice. Second advice, what we think as a group is that we put authorities to create some alternative routes as well, because society has to work, and we need to try to somehow offload the gridlocks traffic on these roads I mentioned. So alternative routes, and police can go a little bit farther away in a larger scale to start piling up, easing up of the traffic. Third point, already reference for nearby hospitals and advice for them to be ready if there will be more casualties related to this incident. So those are our 3, and the 4th one, which is, I don't know, is the advice or not, but we also require some elements, maybe from military as well, to create some hospitals. So, but preparation, it's not like do it. We need just think of it on these areas if this escalates more.
Yeah, I like that. I like that very much. What else? Come on, you have time to think now. What else? Second level. Anybody? What else that hasn't been mentioned?
Looking at the scene, there is a large variety of different TV actions. So we would advise to use the proper. We would advise to use the proper DPIs and then also to okay. Then also to increase communication, because probably it is not properly working, because we see people coming to the police, and so it means that people are not sheltering in place, and so we need to enforce the communication campaign to the entire population. So to advise people not to go to see what happening in that area, to continue sheltering in place using different communication channels.
Good. All of these are correct. All of these are the kind of things we need to think of. Anything else? I'm going to get something out of you eventually.
For the correct PPE, and just for the photo, we see also a water tank. As maybe possible, maybe we can advise not to use it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, man, yeah.
Now,
Just like something.
okay, you are advisors, therefore there is one bit that you have all forgotten. And that's the bit that nobody wants to talk about. And I'll show you that. I hope. So you need to manage the information environment. Absolutely, no question about that. Remember, if there's a vacuum, it'll be filled. Plan for secondary health surges, that was already mentioned on advising that there could be more hospitals. Understand and modify local mobility patterns. Absolutely. The trains are blocked. The motorway is blocked. You've got to try and release that pressure, that blockages. Monitor and counter compliance fatigue. That's these people. They shouldn't be outside anyway. You've got to get them back. You've got to say, I'm sorry, look, yeah, I know you're concerned, but you can't come here. Please go home, shut the windows and doors. This is the one, these two here. Balance political and operational risks. What does that mean?
For example, the evacuation.
Possibly.
It's,
No, there's something else I'm thinking of. What is the politician going to be doing while this is happening? What are politicians concerned with? Local government, what are they concerned about? Gravitation?
No, if injurious people, the number of injured people.
I doubt it. I'm sorry. Political people don't think of number of injured people. Yeah. Yeah. What there's going to be is there's going to be pressure from local government to say, oh, come on, you can let these people out there. You don't need them at home anymore. We need them at work. We don't need them hiding. This isn't, no. And they are going to put pressure, and that puts pressure on someone to say, sorry, you can't do that. We, as advisors, advise you not to. Now, if you go ahead and say, open up everything, that's your decision. But we advise you not to, okay? But you've got to make that strong advice. And this is the one. Prepare for post-incident fallout. What does that mean?
The remediation activity.
And?
Number of casualties.
No, we don't care about casualties. What is the real fallout from this?
The material that remain in the area.
No, don't care about that.
once the plume is passed away, you have all the interested region with the position of the material.
Don't care. That is not nice, but that's not the problem. The problem is we have closed 65,000 people in their homes for hours. That is going to put huge political pressure, and there's going to be questions asked. This is going to escalate. It's going to go right up, which means advisors need to advise and prepare the decision makers for the political fallout. The problem that's going to come in the press the next day. Why the hell did you close off all these streets? Look, the wind was blowing that way. Everybody else could have just gone to work as normal, no? This railway line that runs through it is the main railway line into Madrid. Are you telling me that no one can go on a train? Oh, come on, it's ridiculous. That is a problem one. And that is where you have to think ahead what's going to happen next. Okay? It's your jobs as second level to think outside the box. You're no longer responding to this. You're looking to say, what could be the consequences of this? What if? It doesn't mean it will happen, but you should be prepared. Okay? How are we doing? The reason we did all of this, which should have taken us about half an hour, it's taken us a long, long time, is because we're going to finally move. Well, you're going to finally move. So you're all going to get these. And where we're going to move to is here. So this is the map. This is the map. There's Madrid there. You are up here with this smoke incident, the gas incident at Alcalá de Henares. Way down here is Aluche. Aluche is a metro station. That's the Madrid Metro. It's one of the extreme ones out. You can see the centre of Madrid there, El Retiro Park, and all the rest of it's in the middle. Outside there is the metro station. This is where we're going to focus on, and this is where you're going to start playing with maps and icons. The problem is what? Before we even start, what's the problem?
People that have to be transferred.
Yeah, so that's what you're going to have to think about. So let's give them the maps. Let's give them. Sorry, yeah, you don't. Stefan, tutti e due.
Mi sa che ci sta un cosetto, vedi per aspettarvelo. Mazzo, perché questo ci metterà qua dentro. Sta dentro? Sì, perfetto. Questi? Poi? Vediamo se lo Mo l'ho acceso e dovrebbe essere in grado di virare, però ho paura. Ok, vedi se va avanti.
Can I slide or maybe the previous one so that they don't have any spoiler? Aiuto! Fatto. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yeah? So it works. You can do it for yourself. Yeah?
Questo?
I don't understand, like, you have like two different lines. And so, how can you see? Like,
No, no, quello che dimostra lì è quelli prossimi.
Ah, questa è la prossima slide. È la 18. Ah, non ho capito. Ok, so you can read yourself.
if you want this gadget,
Four gadgets.
These writing are actually for metro. Good. Give you the next one. Okay.
Next one.
Would you, as advisors, consider lifting the shelter in place order?
You mean?
If you do, have you got to debate, everybody? This gives you information about the metro. Non c'è date, some of this is yeah, everybody has injured date, no? Police is here.
So do we have drafts to it?
I think it's
This is good, you know, we can just injectate and you got station outside. It's another. But where is the portion? South, no. Northeast. Was northeast. Metro is outside. Please don't buy. I'm going to read.
So what do you think about this? Are you lifting it? Carry on.
Oh, we're possibly. Parameter.
Yeah.
We dismantled the third shelter and step by step. That's our advice. That's our advice. We're not going to do it for that. We don't have any possibility. But yes, we did. But and then we have to have arguments before we give that.
So You say partially, is that geographic?
All of those, so we were discussing, we didn't make answer. So we have changed our mind. If we get question that can be taken. That's why. After the police boss.
Ask the question. The question.
Ah, the side. Like this.
I don't understand.
Your advice is more measurements. That's what you're saying. I know, I'm asking.
I think from this advice, we can ask the leader of this.
Based on the 1 week.
So.
That's what I was saying.
Probably.
I would like.
We should be able to. If the cloud of you're already, would that be everybody in that area? Everybody? Carry on, or do you say, no, we should protect them? That's a question, I think. You need to know, that's your request.
If you revoke the order from that area.
Yes, but people have asked applies for the fire chief. The pipeline. This, you're not, so I'm fine, you like this kind of stuff. The professionals are okay. So you want to buy you get this. You don't need to get it, I can just ask. What fire chief was in charge of this. I was going to be that's how we
Next suggest, when you just tell me, give me the sound.
Okay, second level. What's the answer to that question? What's the answer? We need an answer. Come on.
We by chemical characteristic of these cases and communities. We say that the contamination still remain for a long time. Should be a characteristic of this kind of clouds. So we have to balance the probably we have some lab results to perform evaluation in place. It should be better because okay, by text the contamination remains for some hours. If we have an analytical report by environmental agency, for example, we can understand if the level of.
So what's your advice? You have to give advice. What is it?
If not, it's necessary an environmental verification.
So you have to. So you're going to wait until this environmental verification, yes?
Yeah, but probably this must be done before.
No. You have to give advice now. What is your advice? Wait for the environmental.
Yeah, I have environmental analysis.
So keep everybody at home until you get a result of environmental. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You guys, what are you going to do?
No, I can answer, but this is our group. We didn't have a consensus, that's the problem. We didn't have a consensus with the group.
Okay, just see. This group?
We agree with the.
We agree.
Of the environmental contamination.
We wait till there's environmental assessment.
We
Okay?
would speak
Oh,
the area and there will be problem, maintain shelter in place.
Mhm. You were told in the index that they expected within 2 to 3 hours that this will disperse. So. This time has passed.
You have to consider you have to consider the legislation because you for sure also in Spain you have the limits to start with protective action or to end the protective action. So you need a confirmation on field that of the situation, and then you can decide if to advise to end the sheltering place or not.
Okay. I like that very much. That's a reasoned response, and that's the kind of advice you've got to give. Okay.
To continue with their money.
Continue with air monitoring. Let me just say that we think most of it has dispersed now, but not all. What would be your answer? Will it remain the same? Or will you start to let people carry on?
We have to evaluate the possible part of the resting room, and
It's almost dispersed.
if osmosis dispersed, I think that with the environmental monitoring, we have to check the values of the contamination.
So you're
in
still-
air. Yeah.
So you're still holding 65,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will. Well, our group actually, we will do a partial step by step, list of shelter. We start from the north side of the bloom, and then we go slowly. So, but we do not create traffic more even when we shelter.
Yeah.
So that's our idea on this one, because there's no bloom anymore,
No.
but still, yeah, we can lift it, but we do it partly also to prevent the more traffic and ripples.
Okay,
That's our advice.
good. Are there any groups that you think should stay inside longer? And if so, which?
Sorry, just a question, but as advisor, it should be that at the beginning of the accident, we have to verify the presence of evacuation plan, for example, or some other emergency documentation present for the area.
But you're not going to evacuate 65,000 people. It's never going to happen. So you can forget the evacuation plans.
No, not evacuation, sorry, emergency plan. So
Emergency plan, yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
because I'm talking
Okay.
about an emergency and evacuation.
Okay, emergency plan, yes. So what is the advice? Remember, you have to give advice. What's the advice? It's not look at the emergency plan, because that is not advice.
No. Okay, probably we just know the presence of this plan and we just have a route to follow, a main route to follow, or not.
Well, yeah, you can. But there is a problem with advice and SOPs. Is the SOP will say, until it is safe and things like this, it won't necessarily give you the right numbers. And the advisor has to inform the decision maker what to do. Whether they're following an SOP or not, doesn't really matter. I want you to come up with what do you think you should do. Now, it may not be the best because there's never a 100% black or white. There's always something in the middle. But what I was trying to get to was this, that being that I've told you that within 2.5 to 3 hours, it will have dispersed, and you're already over that time, if you look at the time of the last inject, I would say that you could let people get on with their normal life. However, because we are concerned about what we call the vulnerable groups, these people should still stay protected and shelter in place. And the vulnerable groups are children, pregnant women, elderly, and people with lung diseases. When this happened, and this happened just outside Barcelona, they ordered, after 3 hours, after less than 3 hours, 2.5 hours, they said everybody can carry on because the plume has mainly dispersed, but just in case, we must protect the vulnerable groups. So 600 children in 23 nurseries were locked inside, and people, women that were pregnant, were advised not to go out and breathe that air. Other people want to, you can go.
Just a question about the risk of sick decontamination from outside, from the normal people. For example, there is a family with the children, and the father go outside and then come back home. There is a risk about the contamination.
So what would you do?
In principle, for me, is stay inside until.
Okay, but what if this person had gone outside and come back? What would be your advice?
We have to inform the people to take some action to prevent the contamination.
What action?
I don't know. Leave the clothes of outside the door, something like that.
Very, very simple. Take a shower. If you have been outside, just take the clothes off, leave them outside, let them air, take a shower. Absolutely. This is the advice. This is all we want to get to. Now, all of this should have happened by, well, a long time ago. So you've really got a lot of work to do now. Okay, it's going to be a lot faster. The reason all of this happened here in Alcalá is that where you are now, where the main incident is taking place, or will take place, at the metro station, it's approximately an hour's drive, 45 minutes at best, depending on the traffic. And if you look, the icons for the first responders are all sitting here, or nearly all of them, in Alcalá. They're not at Lucha. Okay? That is the point.
Next injury.
So let's go. You should already have this, okay?
I give them the next one.
So let's go to this.
Still not 9.
So now you can start putting your toys in.
See who's working out.
Questa è la tovaglia del tanto. Credo che sia una fatta della situazione
Ancora no. È il prossimo. Io l'ho detto,
Ce l'abbiamo.
No, we don't.
Lo sto raccogliendo, devo raccogliere 7, aspetta.
For the moment,
So can you start putting your pretty little icons on the map, please? Because I'd like to see what you're doing, and where you're putting them, okay? The big map, the big.
This real happened?
Okay.
Ah,
Non vedevo che visto per my brains.
Chiedo le prossime idee.
I'll explain after.
No, ma
can be
no, it's right.
e gli devo dare la conferenza.
Che se no poi ci dà un discorso, questo continua. Sì, per fare la tua. Sì, perché se no gli identici non si fermano per pensare.
Appena così può io dovrei provare
Then make an estimate. Blue lines. So with the car, so 75.
One hour.
Yes, because it's.
Luckily, we get all the great
Run the cables. Here's a first level response, yeah? First level response, you're already responding. I like that. Come on then, what are you saying?
So first you have to evacuate the train, secure the area, block the area, with the police, station. We communicate the train command center to stop all the trains that comes to this line.
A single police car is there. Unbelievable.
Yes, a lot of police coming.
One police car. So you've got one police car there that's going to evacuate the train, secure the area. Miracle man.
We have to call this bearing team to investigate what's the solutions, try to find it.
You're going to call the CBRN team. Where's the CBRN team?
How far is it? 41 minutes.
41 minutes drive.
We moved the bomb squad for a potential secondary attack.
Where's the bomb squad?
Not close to the religious action, yeah?
It's there. You can move the bomb squad. I'm told it's 41 minutes. Are you going to move my helicopter?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you got a place to take off and land?
Yeah, we need a land free of building.
We don't.
I don't know. I'm asking. Okay.
We can't do all of this.
My point,
Mind your feet. Oh, it's on it.
Just so for.
my point and the whole purpose of the smoke, in English we call it smoke screen, is that almost all of the first responder resources that are useful, i.e. the firemen, CBRN, all of that are sitting in Alcalá de Henares, which is 41 minutes away
That's fair.
without traffic. I want you to look very, very carefully at the timestamps on these. This explosion occurred at 7 minutes past, okay? So even if you request all those resources from these guys, they're happy to give them to you, but they're not going to give them to you until 41 minutes, so 17:48, 45, something like that, okay? So what are the first responders going to do? You have one police car that's present there at this moment. You've been told there's one police car. You do not have all these facilities and resources there. You have one police car. Security. Yeah. There's not a lot you can do.
They have to verify people.
Okay. I don't want to spend an awful lot of time with this because it should be very simple. Okay. Basically, the only thing you can do is tell your emergency response dispatch, the EMS, that this has happened. 2, secure the area, secure the scene, absolutely. You may be in 2 people, but you can start. And 3, be prepared for secondary explosion, which means you're going to start requesting things. But be prepared. It's going to be 45 minutes or so before they get there. Let's go to the next inject. So we're still stuck with the police because this metro station at Luce is very unusual. It's above ground. There is a train, which is what we call an overground train, the Renfe, which is below ground. It just happens to be built that way. And that train arrives 17:08, so 1 minute after the explosion. So you've got 2 policemen, 1 police car, an explosion, and within 60 seconds of that explosion, a train arrives with all the people, and they come out from there and they walk into here and up to the platform normally. This is a real location. This is what they have to deal with. So, first level, and it's only the police. That's all you have. What are you going to do?
Try to stop the train and the people outside the station.
They will call the
operation.
Train operation? These are the train operations. You've got to contact them straight away. Absolutely. No question.
We can use the train to bring it to the people and to go to the next station. Yes. We have the metro station blocked.
Yes.
But the other train is
Still going, yeah.
is good. So
Yeah.
we can use the train to
We evacuate the station. We evacuate the station to go to the next stop.
Yeah, we could use, we have possibilities. So, first responders, come on, the second level want to get on with their bits, but we're waiting for the first responders. Come and speak. Come and speak. Come and speak. How difficult can this be? I can't get the microphone. Hang on. That's as far as it goes.
yes.
I want to say about because there is only one for the police in the place. Of course, you will inform for the control center for the train station.
Yep.
To stop the train that it's coming already there and not open the door to stay the passenger inside.
Which train?
That one is coming after.
The one upstairs is already standing still with the doors open. The one downstairs, you mean?
Yes.
You're going to stop that train. You've got 60 seconds and you've suddenly stopped this train. You're doing really well. I'm impressed. I challenge you to even find the contact phone number of the Renfe control centre inside 60 seconds. It's not possible.
Even if I can reach, just inform the train driver to.
How? You're going to use one policeman to go down to the train, leaving one policeman.
There is connection between. There is connection between driver and the control center.
Yes, there is.
Okay, so that they will inform to keep the passenger inside the train.
How do you do that? Think about the process. What you want to do is you want to tell the driver to tell the passengers. Yes? Yes? Or no? Yes?
Yes, you will.
How do you tell the driver? You tell the driver through the control center. How do you contact the control center?
By by radio, by stuff.
By radio.
Yeah.
So the police suddenly have the number of the Metro and the Renfe control centers on radio. No, they don't. No, I can tell you that for free. They don't. You can call them. Do you know the number? No.
So to speak loud.
Speak loud, yeah.
To speak loud, no, remains the bus, remains in train.
That is-
And then.
That is more logical. That is more logical. You can't, it's nice what you say, and what you say you need to do. You need to contact central control, but you won't have access to the numbers of the Renfe overground central control here. I mean, if I pick my phone up as a policeman, I won't have the number. I'm going to have to find that. So there's a delay. Instead of waiting for that to happen, you do the manual system. Stay where you bloody well. Yeah. Okay.
The passenger inside the train and.
You try, but it's going to be difficult, huh?
And to take the doors closed.
But it's difficult because they're in two different locations.
The time between the two is just 60
It's 60 seconds. Thank you.
Well, that's the two. You can't wait.
But you,
There aren't some emergency alarms.
It's 60 seconds. You just.
I'm sorry, this is reality. 60 seconds after the explosion, the train arrived. What do you do? This is the issue. Well, let's look at what the next timestamp is for the next one, okay? We get the next teacher. Okay, but you see the problem.
But I can ask one policeman present. It's possible to know. Okay, I asked him, days and the change alarm in the station.
Yeah, activate the alarm in the station, yeah.
And find some other station operators who have before. Generally, in the station should be present some operator for.
You will see the problem coming up next. I like it, but there's another problem.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about this? What do you think? You have been informed there's an explosion. So you can give your thoughts, even if you don't have any questions. What is your real priority now, particularly with everything in the wrong place?
Get that to the right place.
Thank you.
But before that. This has to be handled, but.
These are very first response.
It's quite simple actually, this case.
It's difficult.
All
This is why it says first response. It's not for you.
Okay,
I'm trying to get them to think, but they need to interact with you guys, which they did. Which is good. At least one group. Well, wait, where's the fabricant? They have one. They have one fabricant. Yeah. Bring that in. We have to read this then. This one we've got some stuff.
So how's the first responders doing?
Yes. Yes.
Devo fare dalla base, scusi, ma...
Next object.
Allora, magari trovi una selezione già. Hai trovato 100 lezioni?
Non è vero. Prima 60, oggi forse 30-40 in più. Però il problema sono i
Contatti solo gli universitari.
dell'ufficio. Però
Io manco l'ufficio, molti manco l'ufficio.
So how are the first responders doing with this now? Simple smoke. What's the smoke? What is it?
Probably.
Properly signed. So how are the police going to get access to the people injured up on the platform?
We ask immediate escalation of to pull down the.
Yeah, like that.
think that when we have the police, they probably don't know what is the subject.
Well, we know what the police are like.
No. It could be that a policeman doesn't recognize because he's not security expert.
Depends on which country. In the UK, all policemen are seagoing trained, every single one. Every single one. We have a complete seagoing school just for police. And a separate school for ambulance people, for seagoing.
And it failed?
It all comes under, if you look at the steam setter, here, it all comes under, there is actually a training centre. And what they have is CADEX CBRN, which is CBRN, it comes under the Guardia Civile. Yeah. And they have their own, they're a little bit like Italy with and different groups. But the problem is the police cannot get into the station. Okay? So what is the first level response?
Evacuate.
You first level?
Yeah.
Oh, evacuate. Evacuate what?
Machine. The station.
Evacuate the station. How do you evacuate the station?
We are one, we have 2%, you need to save people's life.
Yes, I agree. I agree. But what is likely to be up on the platform? There's been an explosion.
Yes, but you have fresh air.
Fresh air, yes.
We don't even have
Okay. How do I get people down to the platform?
We made the check on the final route.
They try to remove
The evacuation plan.
the evacuation plan will come with this and continue that.
Start the emergency alarm, like the fire alarm.
That one we agree. What's the problem as they come down the stairs?
Yeah.
Look, they're coming down the stairs into this.
Okay. Because the train is up. Yeah. I think okay.
Yeah.
Suggest people to remain, they're trapped, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
No, probably there is an answer. That's a route, got this route, and.
What happens with cyanide gas? Sorry? Cyanide gas, when you produce it, is it heavier than air or lighter than air? At 27 degrees, what is it? What do you mean you don't know? Then find out. These guys know already, it rises. Unfortunately, it will rise. Won't rise very far, but it will rise. If it's warm. And I told you it's going to be. Yeah, well, it is open upstairs, but it means that the people up cannot get down. I mean, that's the issue, yeah? Bel Casino, yep. So, I think it's. The people that are back into the the SOP for the train drivers is not as bad as now, you have the possibility of overriding that. But you just had an explosion on the platform with lots of people. What are you likely to find? What's going to be there? Injured people.
For people to move the rail, or
it's a metro, it's live. It's a live rail. If you step on it, you get electrocuted.
just only
So you're going to get the public onto the live rail first. I don't think it's a good idea.
I know the ambulance and so on, next station, and you are.
Transporting people.
connection.
But their SOP, well, that's an option. You can suggest that. Their SOP will be to stand still. Yeah. It's, I mean, the train came along. The driver opened the doors, the explosion happened. He follows his instructions. I stand still.
Yeah, the first one, but the second one.
The second train is downstairs. He's gone already. He's disappeared.
Okay.
He arrived 1 minute after the explosion, so he didn't even hear it. He opened the doors, everybody got out, who was getting out. The train carried on to the next station. He's gone, but you're left with all the people. How are we doing, first responders? Hopefully, some of you, if there's anybody left, too much. Yeah. First responders. E 27 la temperatura per questo scenario è già scritto all'inizio. Okay, first responders, you should have thought of this, I hope. Basically, you can't go in. There is no way you can go in. The police do not have adequate PPE. The best they might have is a face mask, but they're not going to have adequate PPE against cyanide. They need to inform the EMS, the emergency services, of the toxic gas because it's not being confirmed. Okay? You're going to, if you haven't requested it already, you need to start requesting CBRNT. You might have already requested them. I don't know. This team certainly did. Yes. Pre-alert hospitals. Let's start telling people.
Yeah.
Okay? Nothing very terrible about this.
Next one. Next injury.
Yeah. Yeah, we can get the next inject. And then we're going to put this inject up, then I suggest people take lunch break. Now, this exercise is going to continue right the way through lunch. If we don't continue through lunch, you're going to be here till 8 o'clock tonight. So work out how you're going to go at lunch. Take it in turns of whatever you want to do. Silence.
Are we continuing?
You will continue to get the information.
To take.
So work it out, okay? Again, why does it keep coming up? Let's respond to necessary. Oh, that's us.
Come fa? Ti prego, fammi l'ordinanza.
I'm making an assumption that in this first 5 minutes, someone told you, take a minute to very likely, yeah. So, what advice are you going to give? You've had all the information. You have been officially informed that it's exclusion and plus gas.
So like the suburban issue, as you declared.
Absolutely. It may have been declared before, but not here.
The forfeiture.
So absolutely. You've still got all the responsibilities because it's only been so 26 minutes since it's very short. You're expecting.
I need some blessing.
This group is very studious, they all want to sit here all the way from. Believe by now you would have been affected from this. The explosion of the. Also the problem of on the way, but they're going to take. So what do you advise? Think about that while you eat your lunch.
Healthcare operators on that. Yeah, what that is all.
Prendiamo i sample, però devi farli arrivare gli hazmat forse anche di certi For medical it's mainly medical things. We gave them a role outside the patient. And also planning is the same kind we also. Because the energy is communicate.
I'm just.
Okay, Brazil declaring, advising this or proceeding of the for that advice. So request as many medical things as possible for what is possible.
Why are you requesting as many medical things? Just that. Well.
Exposure, so. Really doesn't mean.
Yeah, almost the property, they assessment. It's fully assessed, but you don't get till later.
But actually, it doesn't really matter because you will know the advice that this is like a take that advice. You will like to know.
But you listed on this necessary.
Because if you give a good advice to you, you're like, oh, or if I give a stupid advice, you give it yes, and then you go to fire chief. No, I'm not going to do that. We need those theses there, and there's only 6 pages of them there. So we play along with this.
Okay, but if they refuse, we can do
Yeah, we make it, give advice, and if they change, have other. Before we give. It's a bit risky, but it's not something. So,
worst jobs, using the advice and there's a decision maker. I mean, you get away with, you don't make the decision. But if you give bad advice.
If all the problems.
How much is going to do it?
The decision maker is going to go. If you really are in a difficult, the decision maker, it's his job or not. If he messes this up, he's out. Because if we look at who are the decision makers, they're normally politically placed.
So if that's.
And if they get this wrong, they're out.
An explosion of an improvised.
So there's going to be a lot of political pressure. And you have to make the operational, what is reasonable?
Doesn't UK have something? Does the Prime Minister have a personal advisor?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Every minister has advisors. The Prime Minister has 3. Plus they have what's called COBRA meetings. Where they all meet. Cabinet President and they bring there and discuss it. And they will, in the meeting room, they have various people representing military. Behind them are all these advisors.
Okay.
So it's minus, this thing's already got in, let's bring everybody in, let's bring up the military. Someone really cool. Hold on a second. But ultimately, in UK's, you'll only do it on the advice of these people. You want these people
That's the point. So if we do the wrong advice, the Prime Minister, with the wrong best advice, you should advise
Yes, because
probably the second part is not that.
no,
For rents,
it's not,
he's wrong. You're paying every month, right?
That makes sense. Maybe you're saying, look, there are
Too much.
What's your why? Why? Maybe that you have you don't in these examples, we don't say. You have to get lots of work. Oh, yeah. There is no. Makes sense.
So that we lost that device.
That's good story.
Yeah, but it's not yet. Not yet.
We say something. We have to have a.
Yeah, please. No, because lately.
Questo è un programma che adesso abbiamo infatti il problema è
What I'm going to make you do with this is I'm going to make you advise. So you get there, must understand this.
Let's talk obviously it's like a low brainer, but
Yes, secondo me.
and then
Yeah, but the bomb. No, that's not. The red zone, I say, everything.
Correct.
So then you can so distribute. That's not true. Now
then we go back again with those alternate routes for public transportation, because now there's one line stop, so they can start preparing some buses.
the bus is about.
For all the other stations to go, so now they do. So maybe it's not for each.
Alternative bus in order to not to create traffic jams and transportation.
Do we take a lunch at some point? No.
Per confermare i qui diciamo noi, qui entriamo in quello che abbiamo detto lì.
Until it's clear.
Sta sentantino.
Della Corea, non riesci a trovare. Riesci a trovare qualcosa della Corea? Della Corea del Sud. Hai una conferenza, negli ultimi 3 anni. Però i contatti impossibili.
Hai conosciuto il computer?
Ma dovrei qualche nome del giapponese, ma non
Ah, ok.
però me la fa, non capisci di cos'è. Non ho capito, non ho capito. Però mo questi però poi il cognome, poi il nome, poi il suono, così facevo però devi sempre incasellarlo. Sempre si devono vedere e incollare su Excel, ce lo fai in modo che non lo sapevo. Sta lista così posso incollarla su file questo però cosa c'è qualcosa intanto poi ci guarda cioè ti sa che mi piace questa è una bella cosa c'è la Russia europea asiatica davvero io veramente il centro ho fatto io ma lei ma che sto a dire? Ma che cazzo stai dicendo? Lo so, non mi crollato su questo, cioè se mi crolli tu su questo non ho più certezza. Non ho proprio più certezza nella mia vita.
Secondo me sì, fuori tutti i
Europa? La Russia in consiglio continentale con la maggior del suo vasto territorio, la capitale, ma come fa a essere geograficamente quindi la domanda è
la Russia.
La Russia europea, vedi la Russia europea. Una parte della Russia
quindi che devo ma io c'ho infilato gli indiani mi pare quello che tu maschi posso dire perché non abbiamo fatto poi una fetta posto no basta, devo riprendere.
Pensare di creare una
This is why I built that over there. They're on my mind.
Se ora avremo contro il 2 e Bologna Ma in una linea però, non è anche lontano.
Be very much aware of the timing. This is the point.
Io vado a pranzo. E quindi alla fine.
Vediamo, vediamo, quindi tu l'hai affiliazione e basta, ma ci fa scrivere
La dimensione è l'acqua, quindi vabbè,
Outside the box, what can you do? What do you need?
Può essere anche
parla indietro,
niente, niente qualcuno.
Comunque è andato bene, nel senso importante, sono ti stanno rimanendo
Poi la suggestion salute dovrebbe consigliare di fare, cioè come uno scritto è
già dato notario
di vari
sono come pensiero laterale
Sorry, who would you do it? So, will be the firefighters or the demonstration?
No, but it's arrived, yeah, but he arrived on squad.
So we said at the best 45, 17, 45 for the arrive. So we're not there for another half an hour, yeah?
poi tirano il franco.
Yeah, and we did it for.
Poi ti diamo da riprendere.
Vabbè, no. You got police. You got one fire.
Fai capire, dai.
Yeah, from
il completo, no?
We cannot wait 30 minutes in there with people going outside.
E se non prendi
Vabbè, se non prende,
What I'm going
se non prende,
to suggest is to
go outside and
not
by communication system.
cosa vuol dire?
il primo secondo e contorno.
Il contorno che...
Get down and then get out.
L'unica cosa è che posso dissimulare.
il comportamento poco codificato.
Esatto.
per andare a
Anything else you can do? Think. I don't think that we're paying for. Well, I know.
Ah, ok. È stato che quindi tu stavi pensando di un la cosa migliore è che si metta in piedi questa è la cosa che farei. Se c'è una scala lì per almeno una mezz'ora di un po' passare il nuovo commercio dei piccoli qua alla scala dove tutto non parte perché la cosa che mi ha spiegato dove mi ha spiegato ci stanno le persone che sono bloccate ma al piano superiore non possono scendere perché la scala è proprio
allora stanno mangiando qui,
Quando arriva di cosa già
secondo me, perché quando verrà,
Vabbè, se c'è sicuramente un cambio, vabbè, nel frattempo mettere nel posto perché ci sono meno pericoli per il mio tempo.
Avete finito l'ingetto?
Devi andarci perché deve essere secondo me devi andare sul progetto, si può passare, però devi dire fisicamente con una persona lì che dica le persone che fare. Deve passare il pompiere per un B che può passare nella scala e salire sopra. Non così adesso, quindi sicuramente una persona fisica che vada lì e di riga ci deve stare. Secondo me, perché dirlo da fuori non si capisce un cazzo. Oppure, in alternativa, dal megafono. Se c'è il megafono, forse è anche meglio, perché dice, guardate, mettete, andate, però anche una persona che diriga lì.
sistema di comunicazione.
Perché secondo me non basta il megafono. Ci vuole il megafono e la persona che diriga, quindi che sappia la cosa e che diriga la gente. Se la gente solo col megafono capisce. Quindi, io farei questo, manderei l'unico poliziotto, no, il vice del posto che c'ha i DP per concerto che dirige. Farei col megafono, direi, per il momento andate in una zona meno pericolosa e poi se si riesce a delettrificare il binario, li farei passare dalla spazio. Se si riesce, così siamo ancora più sicuri. Nel frattempo poi manderei pompa a scuola con te il direttore del traffico. Ma tu voi non venite a mangiare?
Quindi scrivo di chiedere la rimozione della corrente elettrica
E staccare quindi corrente elettrica e cercare di informare con megafoni o il sistema di comunicazione della stazione, dare le informazioni alle persone di evacuare con calma, di portarsi tutti al piano superiore. Esatto. Se tu vai sopra, quando meno respiri, voglio dire, capisco il pericolo bomba, ma tra un potenziale pericolo bomba e morire col cianuro, preferisco andare su. No, c'è.
Ripeto, la parte di pomeriggio e poi giorno. Fammi vedere di questo.
Cosa c'è rimasto? No,
Direi che ancora non so quali strumenti verranno utilmente, quindi sei portati. Per le discussioni parlamentari,
verificare la disconnessione della corrente elettrica sulla ferrovia per preparare un escaping way, un additional escaping way.
You've done this, yeah?
We've done it, yeah. You've all done it, it's as easy, this one.
This group, but it's good.
Cool. Wow. That's good. Impressed with that. Did we win?
This morning I listened to the news that in Varsavia, 2 Russian people are stopped because they are flying by drone all around the building.
So I think that was a big risk.
But in your opinion, in this scenario, international scenario, probably a CBRN attack is not so, obviously excluding explosives in terms of common attack, but CBRN attacks, it should be not so high in terms of probability or not. No, because are state against state, so it is a very low probability that
I won't say it's
someone use chemical weapon.
I won't say it's very low, it's low. It depends on which countries. Syria like to use chemical weapons because they haven't got much in terms of weaponry. Russia have got so many ordinary explosives.
Yeah.
They don't need the other ones. And there's always the risk. These things come back. If you bio or chemical radiation, it's really unlikely.
It seems something similar to common, that's mean the term, common war scenario. It's not a chemical, biological, or I don't know scenario. It's very low probability to move towards, to have an escalation towards this kind of. The only is the nuclear bomb tactic, nuclear bomb risk.
That is always the president,
But probably we are very at the beginning of a potential conflict now. And so the use of tactic bombs, nuclear bombs, is nature. I mean, it's difficult to
even practical. I mean, they are so big. They're so practical.
yeah.
And the other side, we can provide
It really does cross the red line. If I launch one of these, I mean, the only country I think that is likely to come back North Korea. Because it's complete nothing.
Yeah, but should operate passing through the Russian waters.
No, it's independent. If he did it, there would be no North Korea. The Yang would not exist.
Yeah.
So,
In 10 minutes, probably.
so this is also why Putin, in my opinion, is not going to do it because he can't afford wars for seconds. Because that's what would happen. Retaliation would be. We hope that's all that's going to happen.
I believe I released in this moment something that is related to Arabian populations after the attack on Israel and
The annihilation of Gaza. Yeah.
I understand the sacrifice point of view, but you can't. Primaristic attack.
Gliel'ho mandato. L'ho mandato gliel'ho mandato a moglie, gliel'ho mandato. Senti, ma lo stai 80? Grazie. 85
Good job. Can I leave this for the church?
Yeah, sure. È fresco qua. Arriva un po' di... Ah, per quello sei stato felice. Avevamo chiuso per quello. Yes.
E poi fai il disegno pratico come canzone, ma dovete superare. Solo, non ne so. Io devo immaginare, certo, poi viene.
Spegni quello.
Negli anni 90 cominciare a fare sull'inflazione del fondo. Ho lavorato per una parte, faceva i grandi. Sì.
Succede qualcosa, fai c'è qualche motivo che non dipende dal software. Diciamo la situazione normale, no? Ti vengono di sì, quello sì, l'ho visto, diciamo. No, devo tirare una garanzia, poi c'è vedere quello che c'è 150.000 parlano delle balere, ma poi c'è volentino, buon appetito.
Grazie.
Queste sono le mie lettere da crescere. Perché copiano un sacco di idee, tutti i programmi di gestione di crisi che seguono l'azienda. Io seguo il programma ho portato il programma del 2015 di Crisis Management, e facciamo tante simulazioni sul crisis team, diciamo, la C-suite. Quindi sono persone competenti e poi ci sono una serie di advisor dentro, però è un concetto nuovo in Italia, Crisis Management. È scritto il GCI, il British Business Continuity Institute. Sono iscritto, ho dato il primo esame, ma ho un sacco di idee anche di quelli che sto costruendo di tipo diverso. I miei problemi tipici sono la presenza internazionale, quindi le strategie politiche. Il nostro campo di battaglia è stato il Covid, il nostro profilo prima della questione, nei primi
primissime dimensioni dell'aereo. E poi però ci hanno utilizzato come cabina di regia per tutta l'azienda, siamo 20.000. Quindi lo strumento esistente diventa stato allargato e da lì adesso stiamo continuando ad addestrarli con i training, effettivamente non a questo livello di dettaglio, però mi piacciono tantissimo. Questa è la cosa più utile che sto trovando.
Bene, sono contento.
Sì.
Ma dove sono i comparsi? C'è la brama calda. Sempre, sure.
Non è così brutto ormai.
Dove l'hai arrivato? Dove l'hai arrivato? Dove l'hai arrivato? Ah, mia mente.
Così non deve Andrea, tu non deve.
No.
Okay. Io ho visto la gesto.
L'importante è capire che si deve. C'è stato. Malaysia, tante sono fatte in Malaysia. Infatti è una buona quota di Malaysia. Malaysia, Indonesia, tanti, una conferenza grossa è stata fatta in Thailandia. Cina non... Ma è sempre non c'è delle conferenze in Asia. Cina e Giappone. Solo Cina e scusa, Giappone e Corea. Quanto vuole bene così, poi ci sono i chili. Secondo me, poi perché già lui
Giorno, appetito. Ehi,
no,
ma
però
capito,
non
no?
ci stava. Ah? Non stavi con noi? No. Ah, ecco, non avevo capito.
Sì? No, no, ve lo dicevo.
Andate, no?
Io avvisavo, no?
Infatti, pensavo che mi fossi dimenticato.
Mettiamo questo. Come procede? Procede? Procede. No, non è male. Mangiamo. Cos'è? No, sono due belle classi. Il meta.
Ah.
Che devo usare domani per... vengono delle scuole superiori qua, fare orientamento. E ci hanno chiesto di fare una lezione dove vi facciamo vedere anche i meta e chat GPT. E quindi facciamo vedere chat GPT.
Perché la signora riporta fiducia. La riporta fiducia. No,
No, proprio orientamento.
no, quella che è imboccata, no, quella perché una ha preso imboccato la signora. Il problema di silenzio, poi nel momento in cui io ho alzato lo sguardo, la signora elegante, ma tipo di no, si è portata un po' di gioco,
Non già posso.
è una volontaria che porta per fare orientamento, gli hanno dato delle ore il turno oggi, in realtà sarà domani, per questo penso che ho preso la Monterotti.
Sti cazzi.
Bravo.
Io non darti l'autorizzazione di pubblicare qua, no?
Tra l'altro. Ma poi la mia.
Compagni
Posso dire?